What's up, YouTube? What's up, Nova fam? If you're returning, thank you so much for joining my channel again. It's your girl Supernova Jazz. And if you are new, welcome so much to the family. Hi again, I'm Supernova Jazz. Guys, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscription button, turn your bell notifications on so you guys know when I'm releasing a video, because I'm going to be talking about astrology. It's better to know the information well in advance. That way you can fully set your intentions with your chart and how you want to manifest and release with all these intense transitions going on right now. Like, my goodness, we are going through a lot as a collective. We just had the great conjunction. Mars just went ahead and moved into Taurus, but today we are going to be talking about this Capricorn new moon. This Capricorn new moon conjunct the sun and Pluto. So one thing about the United States, we are experiencing our first Pluto return. And right now, we are also in our half birthday. United States is, our sun right now is opposing the sun of the United States natal chart. So there is a lot of cycles ending right now, because one thing about astrology, with eclipse, they're longer cycles, but when it comes to the moon always deals with 6-month cycles. So as a full moon comes into conclusion of a cycle that is ending, a new moon is birthing a new cycle. And with this Pluto, with it being conjunct Pluto, it's like complete rebirth, shadow work that is dealing with building structure, with building a solid foundation, and when it comes to what we're doing, how we're prospering, how we're growing. Also, new ways of control. The old ways of control, the system, the politicians, the politics, it's coming to a close right now, guys, with this this Pluto return that the United States is especially experiencing right now. Us, because I'm here in the United States, in South Florida especially. But right now, it's like moving forward with this Capricorn new moon energy, is if we're going to kill a foundation, if we're going to kill the old systems we need to incorporate new. We need to understand new ways of control and harmonious control. I want to say organized control is a better sense, because the word control already is just so, but it makes sense how it deals with Capricorn, right? This is a cardinal new moon, because we are in Capricorn season, the sister of Cancer. So we are going to, whether you're being forced to, or whether the desire is to build new ways of resources, business, colleagues, foundation, and just providing for your family and community, period. This is the time. This is the time, especially with Mars being in Taurus, which is values and money and resources, and Uranus being in Taurus as well. There's a lot of earth energy today, or whenever you're seeing this video, there's a lot of earth energy, what's going on with this Capricorn new cycle, this new moon cycle. So today we are going to be going through all the houses and how this transit is going to affect every house. So if you can grab your astrology charts right now, that'd be super helpful. Press the like button if you guys really fuck with my vibe already, and if you're excited and you're down with the positive vibes of making this a very solid year within your growth, in your business, in your career, how you want to make money, how you see this enterprise within your life, building your own empire. This really is the moon of entrepreneurship, I must say. The moon will be sextiling this Pisces Neptune. So I see a lot of new ways of building solid foundations within the spiritual community, making money with the spiritual community, and we are living in a polarizing universe. So with yin comes yang, right? So this can be great. This can be great for those who really connect with spirituality, whether it's astrology, tarot, yoga, whatever it is, even the arts. Pisces is the arts, what you get from the spirit realm and how you create out of it. This will be really great for artists and spiritual healers. However, it can really build an opportunity for fake spiritual people or fake or toxic spirituality, and people making a means to an end and monetizing off of spirituality. So just be careful. This would be a perfect time to set the intention of, if you're going to connect with a healer, and if you're going to pay a service for an astrologer, a healer, a tarot reader, whoever it is, a musician, beats, whatever it is, make sure you're connecting with them. Make sure you're really understanding their mission statement, right? Because Capricorn has a lot to deal with your mission statement and why you're building this platform, why you're building this enterprise. What is it about your legacy of what you want to leave behind? Because Capricorn has very legacy energy. How is it beneficial to the healing process of where the collective is going right now? Okay, so if you have Capricorn, if you have the Capricorn Sun, New Moon, and Pluto going through your first house, this is very intense rebirth, setting new seeds of cycles of how you are being viewed and how you view yourself. So this will be a really good time of, if you have Capricorn rising, for that promotion, for being seen, for public recognition. This will be a good time for, if you're gonna make a campaign, if you're gonna release a campaign, how is it being viewed? How would you look at this seed from the outside of what you want to plant, and how you're being respected? I would say your appearance being very respected. Capricorn rising has a very I'm here for business type of energy. So with the moon moving through here, it can be releasing a lot of new intentions, how you want to be perceived, how you want to perceive yourself. But the sun will also shine light as to what needs to let go, what no longer is serving the way you have been perceived or the way you have been viewing yourself. It's time to let go of imposter syndrome if you don't feel like you're being you fit for the role. And the Pluto is like, this is it. This is the solid rebirth of imposter syndrome, letting that go, claiming your worth, really showing up and looking the part when it comes to your business. And if you want your business to succeed, with this placement, it's like you have to look the part and you have to view yourself that way. So this is a really good moon and placement when it comes to rebranding your business and your mission statement, and just like rewriting it all and just starting over. So this is a good rebranding transit for Capricorn first house. Okay, if you have Capricorn in the second house, this is of new ways and building new seeds of gaining resources and your values. Are these solid? Are you moving with the intentions of solid values? Is this profitable? Do you really, are your values making a kickback? Are you being realistic with your values? Are you being organized in understanding the value of investing? And especially right now, this is a perfect time to really look into digital money with Uranus and Taurus for, years to come. And especially with Mars and Taurus till March, this is a good time to really be real with yourself and be hard with yourself. Capricorn is also ruled by Saturn. Listen, you're not making money and you're broke. But is it because of you? Is it because of your habits? Is it because you're not being real with yourself? Is it because you're not being responsible with your money? This is a really good placement for budgeting. This requires a little bit more budgeting. This requires a little bit more organization as to how to adjust the money and how to adjust the plan when it comes to building your resources. So this is a good time of manifesting more structure and manifesting more money within your business as well, or new ways of value. So if you have a business and you're using influencers and you have a special agreement, whether it's just shipping them the material in exchange for kickback, And if you already done that, this is a perfect time to be like, okay, well, has it really been working? Has it really been profitable? Or if you haven't ventured into this marketing, influencer marketing, this would be a good time. Okay, other than paying money into ads for my business, maybe I should look elsewhere. Maybe I should look into influencer marketing. Maybe I should look into different types of forms of collaboration in order to receive a realistic kickback. And this is really perfect time to really rewire your mindset and how it is you come at resources from a very business realistic CEO type of view, no matter what niche and what you do for a living. Okay, so if you have Capricorn new moon conjunct the sun and Pluto running through your third house, this is a total rebirth. This is a total rebirth and planting new seeds of communication, and being realistic with how your message is being perceived and how you relay your message, as well as ideas. This is also a really, really good placement for business, because without communication and without pitching ideas and intentions to other collaborators, investors, or what have you not, people will not bite, right? They will not see it like, oh, okay, this is worth willing to stay in connecting with this business intellectually. So yeah, this is also a really good time for new ideas, new campaigns for your business, new campaigns, and maybe creating a 6-month plan for your business and making sure you're really structuring the communication aspect of your business, of no matter what niche you're doing. So email marketing, the way you're writing, it's time to switch it up, whether it's the captions within your Instagram posts, whether you're doing letter marketing, you're literally putting letters within people's homes. We need to find new ways of communicating. We need to find new ways of being relatable in order for our mission statement to really seep through. So whether it's taking a more witty point of view, whether now you're like, fuck, maybe we should try comics in order to really stimulate the brain of who we are and where I think I need to grow through my business. That's definitely third house energy. If you have Capricorn new moon moving conjunct the sun and Pluto running through your fourth house, this is a total rebirth in how you're planting new seeds of complete structure for your family and your home. The fourth house is naturally ruled by Cancer, which is the sister sign of Capricorn. So this is that really fatherly, responsible essence within the home. So the home really reflects your business. The home really reflects your mission statement in life and how you want to gain more structure in life. This will be a good time when it comes to new ways of realistically buying a new home, maybe, or refurnishing your home. If something needs to be cleaned up within the family space, of make sure you're implementing responsibility within your family, or maybe even showing them if you're good at business, this would be a perfect time to relay that to the family and making sure everybody is taken care of. The father makes sure everyone's taken care of. Cancer, the mother, will make sure everyone's taken care of emotionally, but the father is like, okay, when it comes to the bills, the house, the home, lunch money, are you fed, are you good, do you have clothes on your back? This is that energy. And with Pluto, it's like it's gonna bring in a lot of intensity and a total rebirth. So if you're saying, well, Jazz, I have Capricorn in the fourth house and things are not well, bills are not being paid, like light bills always going off, that Pluto is going to totally rebirth that, and you have to align with that energy and seeing like, okay, well, when it comes to being a CEO and a boss, I need to make sure it hits home. It really hits home and it shows. And this would be a perfect time to really take time to build structure within the home. Okay, so Capricorn new moon conjunct the sun and Pluto in the fifth house is planning new ways of realistically building a solid foundation off your creativity, off of what feels fun. This is the fun house, right? This is the inner child. this is romance and dating. It just has like that honeymoon vibe to it within the 5th house. It's like, dude, whatever you have a hobby towards or whatever feels fun, and you're like, nah, like I don't want to build money off of that because it feels fun. Capricorn 5th house is like, no, dude, like it can be totally fun. I sound like such a valley girl right now. But it can be fun, and you can also make a lifestyle out of it, and you can also build money off of it, and you can also build a career off of it. Like, so if you do have this placement and things have felt like a little stern and a little stiff, it's time to tap back into that child. It's time to tap back into doing things for fun and playing and just forgetting about the business side of it and being like, okay, like, you know what? I can actually make a campaign out of this, or I can actually, this is good. Like, I can sell a product. This has really inspired me. So if you want to really kick your business and your enterprise and you just being an entrepreneur, this is perfect time to tap back into that inner child. And it could bring, with this Pluto, with it being conjunct Pluto, it could bring a lot of inner child healing up and a lot of shadow work, because it is the inner child house. But I invite you to sit with that feeling and just forget about the money side and the business and the stiff side of business, and really tap into that inner child. And I reassure to you, sooner or later you'll catch that aha moment of, okay, cool, this is really inspiring me to build off of this, whether it's the healing or whether you're just playing around and having fun in the sandbox, so okay, so Capricorn new moon conjunct the sun and Pluto in the 6th house. This is planting realistic seeds and being responsible and total rebirth when it comes to your health. And when it comes to being of service to others. And this is also the house of the day-to-day routines. So it's like you have to be realistic with yourself. The schedule is very important. If you're not getting a lot of things done, this Capricorn new moon is like, okay, no, we need to build a solid schedule. It starts with time. It starts with the tedious things, like all the shit we don't really want to do. It comes to the smallest things will help you in the large sum of things. In the large sum, I'm sorry, I keep saying things. I need to switch up my vocabulary. I hope as my channel succeeds and grows, my vocabulary will get a little better. But like I said, I'm in Florida, so it's like super valley girl sometimes. But the 6th house is all about your health. If you're experiencing some health issues or health has been on the mind, whether it's losing weight, whether it's just, just your health period, this would be a really good time to do some research, some solid research, or approaching your health in a very realistic, solid way, which I feel like would go back to research. So if you wanted to do fasting or you want to change up your diet, it's like, don't just jump into it. You have to be real with yourself and create that little map and that business plan for yourself, especially with being in the 6th house, which is the Virgo house, which is like a map and just like the details. This is a perfect time to write it down, write the intentions down, whether it's business, whether it's health, whether it's being a better service to others. That's what you need to deal with. Yes. Total rebirth. If you have Pluto, and then Pluto is going to really intensify it. So if it's a detox, you're gonna gravitate to. Be gentle with yourself. Be realistic and take really solid steps towards your goal. Okay, so Capricorn new moon and conjunct the sun and Pluto in the 7th house is all about planting new seeds and building with your partner. So this is a good time. If you have this Capricorn in your 7th house, you probably find yourself working with a lot of your romantic partners or your long-term boyfriends or girlfriends, and this is a good time to really plant the seeds of what you guys want to do together and build a solid foundation, whether it's buying a home together, because that's like very business oriented, or whether it's like, okay, where we are in our relationship, what do you think of marriage is, because marriage in a way, even though it is very spiritual in a 3D essence, it is still a contract. It's marriage is a business, right? A lot of people say that. You have to really be realistic and come at both of you come at it with a very stern point of view of, these are my values, this is what I expect out of a marriage, this is the kickback, this, if whether you do or you don't believe in prenups, whether how long do you feel like you need to be together until it's time to have a child, which also takes a lot more money. So do you see what I'm saying? Like, coming to your relationship, maybe re-signing some contracts within your relationship, but in a very realistic way. Like, it doesn't have to always be emotional. We have to be real with ourselves. Like, if you're gonna have a lifetime partner, you have to be very stern and logical, and sometimes come to emotional things with a very logical essence, even though it still has to deal with the heart, you know. So Capricorn new moon conjunct the sun and Pluto in the 8th house. So in the 8th house, this is all about planting new seeds, of building a solid foundation when it comes to other people's resources, other people's money, and also new ways of being realistic with your trauma, or heavy energies of traumatic things that have happened to you. So maybe when it comes like to the trauma part, therapy has a very Capricorn essence. You meet with the person, you schedule this therapy session. The therapist has gone to school for this title and can deal with your trauma in a very logical way, that where it can structure your healing for you. If you have Capricorn in this house, and when it comes to other people's resources and assets, this would be a good time to, I don't know, build a will. I don't know, when it comes to business, if your business is dealing with other people's resources and assets. So maybe if you're an accountant, or if you're dealing with something with other people's assets, whether you own property, whether you're selling things for people, this would be a good way of planting new seeds, and for planting good seeds, right? Because this, wow, I just looked at the time and it was 222. Planting good seeds. Just because I'm saying planting seeds doesn't mean you're planting good seeds. You could be planting bad seeds depending on your intention. So it depends on the seed. Even though you're dealing with other people's resources, and even though 8th house is very heavy in a sense, what kind of seeds do you want to plant in order for it to harmonize, like this sense of control with other people's assets, but in a more harmonious way, right? So Capricorn new moon conjunct the sun and Pluto moving through your 9th house would be planting new seeds, of building foundation off of what you know. So if you're building a career off of what you know, and you can know, how to brush your teeth, if that's what you know and that's what you're good at, maybe you can build a solid foundation off of, one-on-one coaching on how to brush your teeth. But the whole purpose of what I'm saying is based off of what you know, and what you have been taught, and in your spirituality. Spirituality has a lot to deal with what you know. So this is a good placement for people who have spiritual jobs, or are healers, or therapists, or if you're an educator, if you're teaching someone something. It's like, how can we build an even more solid foundation? How can we build a better business and mission statement off of what we're teaching and what we know and what we highly resonate with? And this can also be a good placement of going back to school and revisiting something, maybe picking up a couple of certifications or tutorials or mentorships. This is a really good placement. This is my placement, actually. So yeah, okay, so if you have the Capricorn new moon conjunct the sun and Pluto going through the 9th house, this is its natural house, the 9th house. So this is like a career take off. So what you're known for your career, how you approach your career, your public recognition for your career, like I just said. This is just new ways of expanding your career, whether it is you want to take something new, if you want to do a career switch, if you want to rebirth something, if you want to let something go, maybe a part of your career that you no longer really want to resonate with, and you want to just revamp it completely. This whole moon is sitting in its house that what it was born out of. So yes, very strong, very potent. If you have the Capricorn new moon conjunct the sun and Pluto running through your 11th house, this is new ways of building structure, foundation, business with your acquaintances and with people within your community. And this is just really good for if you want to do something like nonprofit, if you want to bring awareness towards something and you want to raise a little coin for something. This is a really good time to set an intention for that and how you want to see it unfold for the rest of the year, or at least till summer. So this is also a really good time of collaborating. If you share a mission statement with someone else within your community and you see that you guys are very similar of what you're doing, this is a good time to come together, whether it's a video or whether it's a giveaway or whether it's just creating a dialogue. This is a good time to reach out to people that are just like you and that share your same business statement. When it comes to the 12th house, right? When it comes to the 12th house and the Capricorn new moon conjunct the sun and Pluto, these are the hidden aspects of what you truly desire in building as your own, as your legacy, as an entrepreneur. So it's like you may be daydreaming about these things and you probably spend a lot of time dreaming and meditating, but this is new ways of actually taking what's hidden deep inside of you, what you feel like you fully resonate with on as your career, and actually taking solid steps to making it happen. So really taking what is hidden, what is really deep inside of you, and materializing it. And Capricorn is like, we have to go for it, we have to execute it, we have to make it happen. We can't just be daydreaming about it all day. We can't just be meditating all day and thinking like, oh, this would be nice and I have big dreams and I see it and it's so out there. It's the 12th house is like, okay, well, how are we gonna do it? How are we gonna bring it into fruition? Plant new seeds of lighting the fire under your ass when it comes to actually building off of your subconscious and your deep inner desires and knowings, and taking that from the spirit realm, whether it's coming from your dreams. If you're having a lot of dreams about who you're going to be, this is a good time to try to really materialize it. I thank you so much for coming to this video, this Capricorn new moon. This is our first new moon of 2021, and yeah, we're almost coming to a close though to the astrological calendar. So I'm sending you love and blessings and prosperity. Again, hit that subscription button. I also want to mention that I do have an Astro Tea podcast. I will be leaving a link below, as well as my Instagram, so go ahead, follow me on Instagram. And if you love podcasts, I know you're gonna love the Astro Tea podcast because you're already here on this channel, so go ahead and catch that on Spotify or Apple. Alright, Nova fam, I love you so much, and I will see you very soon.